Good morning and happy June. I'm so excited for the summer to be upon us. I feel like in the month of May, which I'm filming this right now, like the second to last day in the month of May, has just kind of been a bit of a whirlwind getting things organized for the end of the school year. It feels like there's been 1,000,001 commitments, obligations, school sports, dance recitals. It feels like every single day in the month of May was so tightly packed that, and I'm hopeful, actually I know, in the month of June, I'll be able to take a big, deep breath because school is coming to an end, organized sports are coming to an end, and I'm yearning for that slower pace of summer. It gets busy in different ways with going to the pool and spending more time outdoors and later nights with the family. But to me, I'm really craving that. So in today's video, I'm excited to hang out with you because we are going to be doing a monthly reset. This is one of my favorite types of videos to watch. And to be honest with you, it's one of my favorite videos to create. I have my calendar here in front of me. I'm actually uploading last week's YouTube video for you, but right now it is today's video for me. I'm currently uploading that. I have 5 minutes left. Then I'm going to finish planning out all of my June YouTube videos and all of the content that I'm going to be releasing inside the Living Well membership area. So I've got my computer here in front of me. In the month of May, inside of Living Well and a lot inside of my private nutrition practice, we focused on having and nourishing a healthy metabolism, having metabolic flexibility, and aligning with potential releasing of weight and weight loss that ultimately makes us feel our best if that's something that we want to do. So I did create a video, I think it was 3 weeks ago. I will link it for you up here in the cards. It's all about releasing weight, and I definitely take a very different approach to weight loss because 80% of the battle is creating healthy habits and really getting in tune with your why as to why you would want to actually release weight and what a number on the scale means in comparison to feeling our absolute best. I loved May's content so much on my YouTube channel because I kind of picture my business as a flywheel, and obviously I'm at the center of it and my nutrition practice is at the center, and then there's Living Well, there's Instagram, there's YouTube, there's Pinterest. Actually, like YouTube would be at the very top alongside Living Well, my membership area, Instagram, Pinterest. I try to ensure that the content supports the ultimate focus for that month. So in the month of June, we are focusing on inside the membership area, beauty from the inside out. I'm not sure about you, but in the summer, I want to feel my best. And that really has nothing to do with a number on the scale. So I just want to preface that. It has to do with feeling my most energetic. It has so much to do with mental clarity and focus because, as I said in the beginning of this video, with the kids being out of school, yes, they do go to camp a few days a week, but they're not gone 5 days a week like they potentially are during the school year. So I have 3 days of them at camp, and then I have 4 days of them at home. And I want to spend every single precious moment with them, creating beautiful, lifelong summer memories that I can. So I need to be hyper focused in the month of June, July, and August to get my work done on the days that I have work days. So for me, beauty from the inside out means that my skin and my hair and my overall level of hydration throughout my entire body is at its best. And if you've been following me, and if you're a subscriber of my channel, or you follow me on Instagram or Pinterest or my email newsletter, then you know that spritzers have been my obsession since February. I have been making these mineral herbal infused spritzers that are game changers. So many of you have told me that you really crave that glass of wine or that cocktail while you're cooking dinner, and the spritzer has completely replaced that habit. I have to let you know that I do, of course, love myself a glass of wine here and there, but I don't even miss it, not even on the weekends, because I'm making these spritzers. I feel so good, and then my sleep score is next level. And then my readiness score the next day is in the mid to high 90s because I'm not really drinking any alcohol. So beauty from the inside out is going to involve a lot of spritzers, a lot of extremely nourishing smoothies that you've never seen before from any other content creator. I have put together some smoothies that are going to take our wellness journey to the absolute next level. And I say that with humility, but you guys, like, they're so good. We're just gonna knock it out of the park. So, knowing that beauty from the inside out is the focus inside Living Well in the month of June, thus I want to create content here on my YouTube channel that also does align. And it doesn't have to be perfect every single week, but ultimately I do want some of the content to pull back to what we're focusing on in the membership area. That way, if people are interested in joining Living Well, maybe they haven't done so, even though you can do so for less than $1 a day, you can be inside the membership area if you purchase the annual plan. And then if you purchase the monthly plan, I think it's like, it works out to like $1.20 per day. But I do like to bring all of the content together cohesively. So I like to integrate a lot of what I'm focusing on inside my private practice here on my YouTube channel, likewise on Instagram and Pinterest. I've been loving Pinterest. I forgot how much I love Pinterest. And then a few months ago, I was like, wow, Pinterest is a really powerful tool to share visuals that can bring people either to my YouTube channel to learn more, or quite simply, they can just save those visuals and they can use them in their daily routines. So beauty from within is the focus in June. So I want to plan out my content here on YouTube. I want to think about maybe the type of Instagram post that I want to put together to support beauty from the inside out. So that's what we're going to do. Then in addition to that, this current week was the first week of Moms Need to Be Healthy Too, which is my group course, and I run it 3 times per year. It runs for 8 weeks. I do a session in the winter, so we do it at the end of January. We do a winter session, and then we do a spring summer session. It pretty much always starts the last week of May, and it goes through the first or second week of July. This year it will go through the second week of July. And then I do another session in the fall, which, I mean, all of the recipes are so good. And I love that it's very seasonal. So the winter is more grounding and nourishing recipes. Right now, I just finished all of the meal plans for the spring session, and they're, oh my goodness, the spring summer recipes are so refreshing and so nourishing. So I just finished those, and then the fall, obviously, it's all the beautiful fall flavors. So that's another element that I'm getting organized. So I'm really excited for June. It feels like almost like a fresh start, a fresh break, kind of like that midpoint, right? Because we're 6 months in, like a break in the middle of the year to just be present, to be outdoors, to appreciate just the abundance of nature that is surrounding us. And I really want that to come through in my content and also here in the house. So I'm going to sit for a second. I'm going to kind of map out the June content, get all of that together, and get that put on my calendar. Okay, that feels really good to get all my videos onto the calendar. Now, I got a bunch of brand packages and PR packages that I want to go through, finish up my coffee a little bit, get my office organized, give it a good dust and a vacuum. And then I'm thinking I might actually go upstairs and do a little bit of closet organization. But first, I just kind of want to get all of these packages in order of some brand partnerships that I have coming up. You guys would have seen like 3 videos ago, the one where I mentioned that we talked about 7 healthy ways to release weight, and I shared with you the Lumen. I am so in love with this product. I am not working with them on today's video. This video is not sponsored by them, but oh my goodness. I am shocked at how frequently I'm in the straight fat burning mode. Like, it's been really revolutionary to me to see how my body has been utilizing my carb intake. So it's really such a wonderful, incredible tool. And you can see yesterday I was at like a 1, the day before I was at a 2. Like a 1 is pure fat burning. A 2 is like 80% fat, 20% carbs. A 3 is like 60% fat, 40% carbs. I've never been less than a 2. So I guess I'm always burning fat, and you guys know Okay, there, I moved the camera up so you could see me, but you guys know I eat like quite a bit of carbohydrates. Like I am not on a low carb diet by any means. Like my smoothie will have half of a banana and a quarter cup of pineapple or mango. And still after that, I will be at a 2, burning like 80% carbs. It's really revolutionary. So I haven't like monitored my blood sugar in a really long time. I did that before I had, there was so much like biohacking I did before I had kids. And then your body changes, your priorities change. Like I just want to feel good. I want to feel healthy. I'm not necessarily looking to weigh what I did before I had kids or look the way I did before I had kids. I just want to keep up with them. I just want to keep up with them and feel healthy and happy and get great sleep and great rest and just like feel good, right? Like ultimately like feel good, feel organized, which is why I'm doing monthly reset, because it does help me feel good and feel organized. But the Lumen, you guys, and honestly, again, I'm not working with them on today's video, but this has been such an unbelievable tool. I still do have a discount code, so I can link that for you guys in the description box down below. But as I'm going through different brand packages, this is one I'm not putting away. So I've had this for over a month and I haven't had to charge it yet. So I'm probably gonna put the charger in like my tech closet that I have right outside of here of my office. But then I will pack the box up because I don't need it out anymore. The good news is it is finally starting to warm up outside. Even up until like 3 days ago, we were having frost at night. So anybody who planted their flowers before Memorial Day, you have my condolences, because I know that they all were frosted and probably died. But thankfully it is beautiful and warm. I'm running around, so I definitely want to hydrate really quickly with the herb infused ice cubes. We made these in last week's video. I will link that for you up here as well as in the card. So we're going to go ahead and hydrate with those. And then I went over to Whole Foods. I just threw everything into the refrigerator earlier because I didn't have time to prep. So now I'm going to pull everything back out. I have most of it out. We're going to prep everything. I bought some of this beautiful baby's breath. It was like $5. I love like white, minimal, beautiful flowers. You'll see behind me, there's actually a ton of flowers here in our kitchen currently because Sawyer's dance recital was like about 2 weeks ago when you're seeing this video. So they're still looking pretty good. I maybe have like 3 more days of them before we have to get rid of them. So I wanted to get some beautiful baby's breath. So we're going to get this in a vase, wash and prep all of our produce. So I'm going to clean out this sink, get myself a little herb infused water. And obviously this isn't something I just do on a monthly basis where I just on a monthly reset only prep my produce. I do this every single week, sometimes twice a week, depending how often I go to the grocery store. But I do think it's really important. So we're in June. We know that we're going to be craving lots of fresh and nourishing fruits and vegetables. So with that being said, I have to say to you, from my clinical experience and from my experience as a practitioner, if you wash and prep your produce, you are 70% more likely to consume it. So I know we're buying all of the beautiful fresh produce that's hitting the store shelves, but it doesn't stop there. When you come home, please, please, please set aside some time to actually prep your produce. And I do have an entire video dedicated to how I meal plan and prep. I will link that for you up in the cards as well as the description box down below. And I probably need to film a new summer meal plan and prep here in the next week or two. But it is important to buy fresh produce. However, it is even more important to bring it home and prepare it properly so that you actually consume it. As I was saying, I made these in last week's video, and it makes there's two sets of trays, so I make two different sets, but clearly I think we need to make a bit more because I'm on my last two. So with all the produce that we prepped today, we'll go ahead and make a few more of these herb-infused ice cube trays. If you've been following along here on my channel or over on Instagram, then you know my love for spritzer tonics. I'm always sure to grab fresh herbs like mint, basil, rosemary, and I wash all of this up and have it ready to go for us to make some tonics. Also, you would have seen I've already washed up the jalapenos. I love to add those into the spritzer tonics as well. They are such a delicious, like, spicy kick. But I'm going to be washing up this mint. It smells delicious and divine. And even if you just want to make the ice cube trays, this is such a great way to get in some extra nutrients in your water or in your refreshing beverages. I always say it doesn't have to be a glass of wine or a cocktail at the end of the day. If that's something you want to do, then absolutely, in moderation, that's fine. But I find that more often than not, we're craving that glass of wine or that cocktail because we just want something to hold. We want something to drink. Whereas if we add in these little specialty drinks, these are just the ice cube trays that we made earlier. But if we add in these little bits of like extra delight to our day, one, it's extremely nourishing and hydrating for our body. And two, it just brings like an extra layer of luxury. And so if it's a Tuesday and you want to make yourself a delicious spritzer tonic, then I would highly encourage you to do so. I have so many recipes here on my channel. I will include them for you in the description box down below. All of the videos where I go into all of the videos with recipes on spritzer tonics. But we're washing up these herbs because they are a must when making them. Okay, for the mint, I previously was storing it in mason jars with a little bit of water. It doesn't work exactly the way that parsley and cilantro do. So what I have done for both basil and mint is I've switched it up a little bit. I'm storing them now in a stasher bag wrapped in a paper towel, just so there's a little bit of dampness and that it's in like a secure environment. I don't like completely suck out the air and close it. I leave it a little bit open, but I find that that's super helpful to wrap the mint up in this paper towel. And if storing it in water works for you, that's absolutely fine. I just found that it didn't last as long as I would like it to, whereas like parsley, cilantro, those things can last. Dill in a mason jar with water, those can last for weeks, over 2 weeks, sometimes like 2.5. I found the mint is better stored in a stasher bag. This is pretty much the best feeling in the entire world. I know that it does involve getting your kitchen a little bit messy, but honestly, I would rather make the mess all at once and have this ready to go for the week ahead. I also switched the flowers over to the baby's breath. As I was looking on the camera behind me, the old ones probably definitely need to go tomorrow. So I'm going to get all this put away and then do a little bit of the cleanup that comes with prepping produce, but honestly, it wasn't that bad. So at that point, I'll just get everything all cleaned up and load everything into the dishwasher. Today was definitely a very productive reset. I am feeling really motivated and excited for the month ahead, especially with the summertime upon us. I am just ready for the longer days, for the warmer weather, for the increased activity, all of the things that come with that. And I'm happy to say that I also feel very content with the amount of work that I have on my plate. It ebbs and flows by season, that is for sure. And May, June, and July tend to be pretty busy work months, as well as like November, December, and January. But I know that. I know the shifts in the season, and I know when there's going to be an influx of clients just from doing this for so long. But I'm definitely feeling extremely grounded and ready for all of the good things that are to come. But I'm going to hop in the shower and get ready for bed. And I'm so excited because Boca is one of my absolute favorite brands out there. We've been purchasing their Restore, their nano hydroxapate toothpaste for at least 6 years. And so when they reached out to me to collaborate on a video, I was over the moon thrilled. It was like one of those partnerships that I could not believe landed in my inbox. So the reason that I love the Boca products, one, for the kids, I've been using this, like I said, for at least 5 years, because with the nano hydroxapate, the good thing about this is that if you have really little kids and you're nervous about them not rinsing their mouth and spitting out all the toothpaste, that's even better. So what this toothpaste does is it actually helps to remineralize the teeth. So if you have little kids or if you have kids getting their adult teeth, this is great, especially if they do leave a little bit of the toothpaste on their mouth, which is what I encourage them to do, to let it set and rest in their mouth for a few minutes before they actually rinse it out. Then it's funny, I put together an Instagram post of all of my favorites like a few months ago, and the Boca tongue scraper was on my April, I'm pretty sure it was my April favorites. And when they reached out, they sent another one. So I'm going to be giving this one to Kaya. But tongue scraping and oil pulling, I've talked about these things on my channel for years. Oral health is genuinely so important, and it's a cornerstone for me. I've been oil pulling on and off, sometimes more than others, but it is definitely a practice I was very consistent with before I had kids. And then as they've gotten a little bit bigger and the mornings are a little bit less busy, or the nights are a little bit less busy, I have found time in my routine to do a little bit of oil pulling. So what I do is I just take a little bit of fractionated coconut oil and I swish it around in my mouth when I'm in the shower at night, because I take showers at night. This is something I used to do religiously every single morning before I had my lemon ginger tonic and my coffee, again, before I had children. So I did this religiously, and then I would do tongue scraping. But over the years, I've realized instead of throwing away the practice and not doing it at all and not getting potentially the best detox that I can, instead of having that all or nothing mentality with oil pulling in the morning, I've moved it to my nighttime routine, and it's been great. So I'll hop in the shower, I'll oil pull, then I'll get out, I'll spit the coconut oil out, I'll do a little bit of tongue scraping, and then I've been using their new product, which is an absolute game changer. These are the Restore mouthwash tablets, and oh my goodness, I actually don't know how to describe them. They kind of look like, if you look, they actually kind of look like a mint. And of course, that's exactly what they smell like. But when you chew on them, they begin to foam and bubble up in your mouth. No water required. So you can use these on the go, which is what I've been loving them for, or in the afternoon, like after I'm done having my final coffee by noon, I'll pop one of these in my mouth, I'll chew on them a little bit, I'll spit it out, and then I will hop upstairs and I will give my teeth a brush with the toothpaste. But holy smokes, I have been loving these. They give your teeth that like squeaky clean feeling. The beautiful thing with these Restore mouthwash tablets is that it does indeed give you that squeaky clean feeling, and all it takes is about 30 seconds. You just chew on it, it bubbles up, you spit it out. You don't have to brush your teeth after, you could just rinse it with water, but I do like to kind of double down and brush my teeth. So before I hop in the shower, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of my oil pulling. Then when I get out, I will do my tongue scraping, I'll do the mouthwash tablets, and then give my teeth a really good brush. But I want to thank you all so much for watching today's video. I hope you feel inspired, I hope you feel motivated, and I hope you feel excited and ready to reset in the month of June. And if you like today's video, you can let me know by giving it a big thumbs up. And now the subscribe button is right over here on the screen. Give that a click, that way you don't miss a single video, and I hope to see you back here next Thursday.